olive oil on this side and on this side, both sides. For Aisha radiallahu anha narrated to them that she heard Prophet Muhammad said that this black seed is a cure for every disease except death. So it's clear that black seed will cure all the people with any type of problem, like diseases, cure them out. But now, warning, there is a distinct warning for you who uses the oil instead of the seed. According to the works that has been done, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ never used the word black seed oil. Because people today are being confused. Should we use oil or should we use the seed? Well, let me answer that. And in this hadith, Prophet ﷺ specifies a dose of 7 seeds. Is that oil? No, it was never oil. For infection, each nostril for infection give us an indication of dose, and that the seeds are being used to treat the infection, not the oil. So the answer is, for those who's using oil, I would rather you use black seed. Because you may say, isn't the oil just the same as the seed, as it contains the same active ingredients? It sounds very good arguments, or very good logic. But apart from it, it goes against the hadith, and it's also scientifically flawed. No one will be comparing eating olives to consuming olive oil, or the derivative of a product to a whole product, part to a whole. It's like me telling you, if you want to have the benefits of coconuts, you just take the oil. When you chop coconuts, you take cutlass, chop it, and dig out the jelly, and you drink the water and all this other stuff. What you do when you get oil, you miss a lot of stuff. So you may have benefits to it, but it's not anywhere near having the whole thing. You're having part of something, but not the whole thing. So use the seed, it's more beneficial. You may ask me again, so is black seed oil useless? No, it's not useless. We need the oil, which has the crushed seed husk blend in. We need the husk, which are full of CD14 cells, which orchestrates the regenerative stem cells action. So yes, we need the black seed altogether. The oil is beneficial, but you cannot get it like a whole black seed. Because this never ever used the oil. It uses black seed. A little bit more history. Like I was saying, King Tut, not only was the oil of black cumin found in King Tut's tomb, which indicates that it formed part of the carefully entombed items to assist the king in the afterlife. Also seeds with honey were found in the tomb, which are still usable. Socrates, in the 5th century BC, regarded Negelia sativia as a valuable remedy in the hepatic and digestive disorders. In the 1st century, it was used extensively by Philip the Elder in his Naturalis Historia, natural history, who referred to it as Git. So black seed was known throughout history as being very beneficial, but nobody ever said that this cures every single disease. It happens to be a person who does not know how to read his name, write his name. He don't know how to read a book. He happens to give you the answer to the problems. Now let's examine the problems and see if it really is true. First disease that we're going to investigate is cancer. Cancer is a disease of the century. Everybody knows that, and its remedies are kept secret. But let me tell you that the remedies and the cures for cancer is black seed. There's an instance of a person who had cancer. A story has been popular, been known these days. It's the story of a woman in Yemen suffering from stage 3 cancer who chose natural treatment. She was advised to take black cumin seeds with honey 3 times a day, in addition to garlic and honey. After 3 months, her cancer was totally gone, disappeared. The woman continued consumption of this nutrient-rich foods even after illness had diminished. As a conclusion, this woman cured cancer with 2 natural mixtures: black seeds with honey, taken 3 times per day, and garlic with honey, taken 3 times per day. Why honey? Isn't honey bad for you when you have cancer? Because cancer patients should be eating sugar. Yes, it's true. But honey is not sugar. Not only sugar. And we seem to forget that, perhaps because we think about honey today, we don't know if it's pure. The honey's today been mixed, and they have different type of tests going on to test the honey and see if it's pure. Some people say it's the water test. Some people say the fire test. And some people say the finger test. Water test, if you pour the honey in the water and it doesn't dissolve, then that's real honey. Also, real honey is flammable. So if you light it, it should be flammable. And the finger test is if you put the honey, it shouldn't go out quick. It should slide down, or it should stay slowly. So these are different tests that you can use and see if your honey is pure. So honey is not only sugars. And we seem to forget, perhaps because we also forget that we call honey only raw honey is the one we're talking about. And honey contains flavonoids with powerful influence when entered into the body's cell. After ingestion, the flavonoids immediately increase the antioxidants levels within the cell. decrease capillary permeability and fragility. They scavenge oxidants and inhibit the destruction of collagen in the body. Honey has anti-mutagenic and anti-tumor effects, as discovered by research lately. Honey consumption lowers overall cancer risk and improves the body's ability to fight cancer. So, does honey cure cancer according to the case? According to the case, yes. Another research done. Black seed oil, even though black seed is better, black seed oil compounds cures prostate cancer cells in lab study. The researchers recognize that thymoquinone and black seed oil, known as Nigeria sativia, the scientific term, they found that thymoquinone rapidly generates reactive oxygen species, ROS, in particularly aggressive types of capital L and C, lowercase a, capital P, and C4-2b prostate cancer cells. Cancer cells that are resistant to chemotherapy are found to have high levels of glutathione that also decrease with exposure to the black seed oil compound. The research suggests it is the combined action of ROS induction and inhibition of glutathione levels of thymoquinone found in black seed oil that leads to the death of prostate cancer cells. Thymoquinone found in black seed oil has been shown to cure pancreatic cancer cells, colon cancers, and has been examined for its potential in the treatment of breast cancer. The new study demonstrated that thymoquinone cured aggressive prostate cancer cells in lab studies and may prove to be an adjunctive therapy that can treat aggressive forms of cancer. So there's different ingredients in black seed that cures people from cancer. And they're still doing research on it. So disease number 1 has been cured. Cancer. So anyone who has cancer problem, you should try it. Second one I would like to address is diabetes. But before I can address it, I have to explain it. What is diabetes? Diabetes is a long-term disease that causes elevated blood sugars levels. It occurs when your body produces insufficient insulin or the cell becomes unable to utilize available insulin. Insulin is a hormone produced by beta cells of the pancreas. It helps to transport glucose molecules from the bloodstreams of the cell to the cells, where glucose is converted into energy or stored for future energy supply. Because diabetes virtually affects every system in the body